Does consciousness affect our food? Every religion across the globe preaches the blessing of food. Is this simply religious ritual? Or does blessing the food do something to the food? But how can it? Science states that this is impossible. How can a blessing affect the food in any way? Yet, every religion on earth practices and encourages the blessing of food. Is there more to this than just myth or religious practice? Would you like to find out? This experiment will test this theory. But please, do not take my word for it. This is not proof. This is instruction for you to get your own proof. You have to do the experiment to really find out. The experiment has a cost of less than $5. Virtually anyone can do it. You don't need a laboratory or expensive equipment to see results. The results are visible with the naked eye, and it takes about 2 weeks to start seeing them. Aren't you the least bit curious? What if this was real? What if you could change matter using thought and emotion? Maybe you can. You will never know unless you test this for yourself. Imagine the possibilities. If you can change food with your intention, what else can you change? So test it for yourself. Follow the instruction in the following video and see for yourself. Okay, so here we are with our stuff for the rice experiment, consciousness experiment. Here's a couple of empty jars, brand new. Got them for $1.25 at the dollar store. Here's some Unico Superfino Arborio rice. And here's our boiling pot. And the rice experiment is to see whether consciousness has an effect on food. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the two cooked rice and ignore it for about a month, 2 months, 3 months. And the other one, we're going to talk to it and give it thanks and bless it every day. Or as often as we do, but often. So, here is the cooked rice, which now we're going to distribute as evenly as we can into the two rice containers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the lids and put them on the rice. Shuffle them around a bit. Okay. Now we're going to pick one to be the blessed rice, and one will be the control group, and we're just going to ignore it. Okay, so this one will be the blessed rice.
Alright.
Alright, this will be the blessed rice, this will be the ignored rice. Okay, this is the ignore rice, this is just going to go on this side right here. Okay, and this is the blessed rice, which is going to sit with us here at the table a lot of the time. But it's home, it's going to be over here to simulate the same atmospheric conditions as the control group. This is Sunday, May 6th. Just wanted to take a look at the rice as it's progressing. We're going to keep a video log of this to take a look at the difference. Now we're going to first take a look at the ignored rice, the control group. And here it is. Okay, and we can see some mold forming in the control group. Now over here, we have the love rice. And it appears to be still all white with a little bit of yellow. The control group has mold on one side, and that's that. It's still different though. And this is May 6th. It is now May 26th, and this is the rice experiment for the Consciousness Experiment project. And we're going to take a look at how our rice is doing. So here is the blessed rice. And as we can see in the light here, there is no dark rotting in the rice. It's still all completely white. Now we're going to take a look at the control group, the ignored rice. And as you can see, the ignored rice is starting to rot quite a bit. And there's actually red in it now, dark black, all around the rice. On this side it seems a little bit less rotted, but as soon as we turn it over to this side, there's a lot of mold and a lot of rotting. And I don't understand what this red stuff here is. Well, here we are with the consciousness experiments. It is now March 28th, 2013. So it's almost a year after this experiment was started. And here we have our two rice containers. We have our blessed rice, and there's the endure on it and the love written on it. And this is the ignore rice, the control group. Let's take a look, see what happened. Well, after a year, the blessed rice has mold on it. You can see some white mold on there. But it's still rice. You can still sort of see the grains of rice, and it is solid. Some of it is still colored yellow, whitish yellow. And this is the ignore rice, the control group, and it's slush, it's liquid, it's all black. There doesn't look like anything that looks like rice in there. Let's take a look at the bottom. It really does look different. And I want to add that after the 40 initial days that we did this experiment, we really didn't keep doing it. So whatever blessings this rice here got in the first 40 days, it somehow managed to hold this energy, because it's definitely different than this rice. So there you have it, people. Blessing your food does have an effect on it. This is Alexander Serra with Consciousness Matters. Thank you.